Hey everybody, how you been? Been a while. A lot of stuff going on for me. Um, I guess personally in life, and unfortunately, videos aren't top of my priority list. Although I really do appreciate you guys stopping by, checking out videos. I'm assuming some of them have been helpful, so I'm glad about that. So I just real quick. This really doesn't affect many people, but kind of a big deal for me. And kind of just want to say it and put it out there. So I have been self-employed as a carpenter for, I guess, right around 30 years. And this year, finally, I have given myself the freedom from that. So I am now officially, I guess you could say, between careers. And it's a shame. My last customer, I was telling him, like, yeah, I'm just done. I just don't want to do it anymore. And you know, they were really great people. And when I have good customers, it's it's hard because there's so many shoddy guys out there that I honestly feel bad for these people. I've gone into so many jobs over the years where they had to fire people, and you got to go clean up the mess, and so that has always kind of kept me. One of the things that has kept me in the field, and I know if there's guys in business, you know what I'm talking about, and years ago when I was younger. Um, of course, when you're younger, right? What can't you do? So when I was younger, I had one guy helping me, sometimes two, for a couple of years, and we'd be doing multiple bathroom jobs after a kitchen, and you keep the momentum going, you flow. Nowadays, everybody knows how difficult it is to get people to work. It's so few and far between to find good workers, right? People who just actually want to work, who want to take pride in it, who, aren't too good to carry shingles, to dig a hole, to, hump lumber. So that's one thing. It's just super difficult, and in the past few months, I've taken a couple jobs, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, I just got to end this, right? And so this one job I did should have been 3-4 days, not a big deal. The weather just killed that job. It was an outside job, and the homeowner was quite difficult to deal with. Every day you would go, and there would be something, and I've made mistakes. There was something I did that no big deal, okay, but every day, and a lot of times it was just you need something else to think about at night more than what I'm going to say to Dana when he comes in. Job after that, no big deal. Everything was fine. Everybody's happy and done. Job after that, wonderful, which was my last job. And it was a crown molding job. And it was nice. It was fun. And I made sure everything was all lined up. And when I do a molding job, I spray everything first. I take it in the shop, sand it, well, prime it, sand it, paint it, sometimes sand it again. And because I don't want to do all that in place, right? So got that all done, got maple beams finished, distressed, cleared, really well. Lined the job up, homeowners were great, pleasure to work for. And I made sure that I had help. And I lost 2.5 days of help on that job. And I know my boy is going to see this, and I love you. But that screwed me up, So I was just like, if I can't count on this guy, he was like the only person, that I would even schedule and count on to be there. And things came up, whatever, but and that's it in this business. It's always going to be something, right? And then with material costs and stuff like that, it's hard for me to deliver a price to a customer. I'm like, this is just nuts for what prices went to, what gas costs now. It's just so expensive to be in business. And I think that a lot of people don't realize that. And I know there's guys that can do it and they do it, but I'm telling you now, after 30 years in this business, if there is one guy running his construction business without help, without somebody in an office, somebody, a wife, a girlfriend, a friend to go run, crap, I forgot this, can you go get it? It's tough. And if you see guys doing that, a lot of times something else is falling apart. We're human, right? As a self-employed, just so people who don't know, maybe you do know, and I think a lot of customers don't care to put thought into this, but when you're in business, right, and you're self-employed carpenter, plumber, tradesman, let's say, right, you're going to meet the people. Every job you go to is another job interview. And, you know, if it's people you've never worked for, you don't have that trust, you don't have that. So you have to work on that client relationship. Meanwhile, you're estimating jobs. You are figuring the estimates, right? Taking the time to do that, delivering the estimates, answering questions about it. It's all fine, right? But while you're doing that, for Mike and Sue, you got to get to Bobby's job this morning because you don't know if you're even going to have help, if people are going to show up or not. And I've invested a couple of years into employees, and that's it. You know, they just go, and that's the nature of the business. I did it to my employer. I see the angst that must have caused him now, and I'm sorry for that, but it's just the way it goes. So yeah, it's just an awful lot, man. And like I said, it used to be, maybe it was younger, maybe it was before my divorce and everything. I don't know, but could do it. Used to thrive on it. Used to be into it. Now I feel like every day is a fight. So anyway, I don't know what this means to anybody. If there's guys out there, man, you're in business and you're actually doing it, props to you, man. It's tough. So what's the point of this video? If you've made it this far, I don't know. I needed to make a video. I must have about 50 videos that I've started. And it's like, because I've done a lot of projects around the house, and you know, they get started, life, ADD, ADHD, I don't know what it is, but this video is kind of, thanks for watching. This video is kind of me just getting it off my chest. I am no longer a self-employed carpenter, and it's amazing how freeing it is. And I have this opportunity to do this now. Financial position I'm in where I'm not balling, but I'm all right where I can take a minute. And I do have other things in the works that I'm going to be working on and doing. A different career that I dabbled in before, but once I get into it, I'll start, you know, letting you know about that. But yeah, it's freeing, and I'm grateful to be able to have this opportunity, and the person that is helping with that, I want to thank, and I will do that in person. Yeah, that being said, watch for more videos. I'm going to try to get better with it now that I'm not with jobs and estimating jobs. So I'm going to try to put a little more focus on this. And thanks for listening. Thanks for coming by. Really just me getting it off my chest. So thanks, guys.